Hey, how you doing? It's Dan McDonald, and I'm the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. I want to thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. I just made a video using the juicer to make a juice recipe for healthy skin because this young man got a hold of me on Facebook this morning, and he was telling me about he was writing on behalf of his girlfriend who's having some skin issues and who cries herself to sleep every night. So I sent a little message, but then I was inspired to make a video. And what inspired the video was actually riding by this farm stand as I was riding on this old country road this morning on the bicycle, and there were some cucumbers there, and I thought, bing, bing, two things went off in my head, and the cucumber juice and then that email said that's the video for the day is the healthy skin. How to get the healthy skin. Hello, Mr. McDonald. I have really good skin. I love to take care of my skin. It's been very important to me over the years. I do consider myself an expert. It's not that difficult. It's easy to understand. It can be more challenging to actually implement the practices. So I'm going to go into that. This is an educational video, so buckle your safety belt, get your little green juice or whatever, and let's hang out, or your little stack of mangoes or whatever you're going to do, because I want to make sure everyone gets this so that this comes through real clear and that everyone is empowered. You are empowered to make decisions to help you to improve the quality of your skin if that's what you need. And not only that, are we going to be improving the quality of the skin, but it's going to improve the quality of every cell in your body. So basically I'm just sending this message out there, and I'll send the young man a Facebook message there to let him know that we're going to do this here, and if his young lady wants to watch that and get this information, she can change her life. I made the cucumber juice, but the video, the camera was weird, and I won't even try to explain it. This camera is not the right one for what I do. I just realized that. Someone sent me a message. Anthony Morocco bought me this camera. Thank you, Anthony. But I think we might have needed to do a little more research to find out my particular style, which is like the dude could rap for God knows an hour here, and we're still going strong, learning about what we need to do to improve the quality of our lives. So I'm going to nix that video and just make one here straight up educational, talking head. Okay, so the cucumber juice, that's going to be your number one juice there for cleansing. Why? Because the low sugar. See, a lot of people have like fried fats in their blood and a lot of excess processed carbohydrates. And so you might do some of those sugary juices and have some fermentation. The beauty of the cucumber juice is the low sugar, but you also get the structured water, the high minerals, the silica in the skin, which is really good for the collagen and the structured living water, which flushes not only the bladder, relieving you of acid waste there so that there's no issues and there's always a good a good flow of urine so that there's never any issues there with the bladder, but also the kidneys. Now that is probably the main issue when it comes to skin issues. Now it's a whole host of many, many things, but it's a buildup of metabolic waste. So are you eating cheeseburgers? If you're eating cheeseburgers and you want to have good skin, there's nothing I can do for you. If you're eating a lot of processed grains, there's nothing I can do for you. There's some differences here, and I'll tell you why. Just go a little bit here. I'll DTM, very random, but that's just how I roll, channeling this stuff, and then I just hope that you're imbued with the knowledge and inspiration that you need. But the kidneys, they get backed up. If the kidneys are backed up, how is the lymphatic system going to flow? The lymphatic system is a series of tubes that run throughout your body that accumulate the metabolic debris. You breathe metabolic debris from the cars. You eat food that has a lot of excess metabolic debris. The heavier the food, the more processed and the further away it is from nature, the more metabolic wastes. Your bloodstream can only stay in a certain range of pH or you're going to die. So the blood, you eat all these acid-forming foods all day long, cornflakes and meat and bread and eggs and cereal and all kinds of processed foods. And it isn't fruits and vegetables, which are the alkaline formers and the least amount of metabolic waste. Fruits and vegetables, fruits and vegetables. We'll get into the juicing in a minute, but the lymphatic system, the blood has to store it in the lymphatic system. Well, what happens when the kidneys get backed up And that lymph isn't able to be released through the urine in the form of sediment, which is what happens. Well, then the kidneys aren't draining, so the lymphatic system is going to get backed up, backed up, backed up, backed up, backed up. Well, then, because the blood is trying to store that acid waste. Well, it stores it in the lymph first, and then you go out for a walk and you do some yoga and you go out and do some work and climb some trees or whatever it is that we've done, and you move the lymphatic system because you drink water, you eat fruits, and the lymphatic system moves, and then it drains out, and all that metabolic waste drains out. It comes out the organs of elimination, the colon, the bladder, the urinary tract, the lungs, and the last but not least, the skin. And so if the kidneys are backed up, then guess what? Your skin becomes the third kidney. What backs up the kidneys? Processed carbs, the acids in meat, the too many inorganic minerals that are from cooking the food too much, and the excess acids that are from unsoaked nuts and seeds as well, the phytates. So acid matter, and I think the worst, to be honest with you, is the gluten-y mucus that's left over from the processed grains, like bread and rice, and cheese is no good, but that's more of a slime sludge. And the processed grains are more of like a mucus. Like take the oatmeal and slap it up against the wall, or take the white rice and stick it up against the wall, and in 200 years you'll have this hardened mass sticking to the wall. So there's that gluten in there. Now, stick a grape up on the wall. What happens? It washes away, no problem. But you have a little bit of, you'll come back 200 years later after sticking the grapes on there, and you'll have some of the colors. But the gluten, hard, sticky mucus that's left over from those foods, they end up taxing the body. It's a long-term process, but if you're trying to heal yourself and get the kidneys flowing again, there's a couple of things you need to think about. I'm running out of batteries, so there we go. We're going to get cut off again. So let me try to see what I can do here. So the fruits and the vegetables. The cucumber juice is the juicing recipe for the flushing. The watermelon juice, carrot juice is good. Apples, grapes, lemons, celery, cilantro, parsley, those are all really good high water, low metabolic waste type foods. In other words, the best foods if you want to improve the quality of your skin in the form of whole food salads, smoothies, and particularly juices is going to be the fruits and the leafy green herbs. Those are my top foods. Those are at the top echelon. I look at it like this. Fruit at the top. Fruit. Ripe, mineral rich, tree ripened fruit. Secondary, herbs. Okay? And third, I'm looking at the hard vegetables like squashes and carrots and beets and the nuts and seeds. So the top foods for me are the fruits and the herbs. Those are what bring me health and vitality every day of the week. And I eat, the vast part of my diet is those two foods. Lots and lots of volumes of fresh fruit and lots of leafy green herbs. And then I bring in the harder vegetables for fun, to make crackers, or you can juice those things. Broccoli is really good for your hair, that kind of thing. Beets are really good for the blood as well. And I like to just extract the juice out of them so I don't have to deal with those really heavy cellulose plant fibers. But you want to flush the system with the fruits and the herbs. And then what? After you've been doing that for a year and your health has improved, well, then you do it some more. Flush. You're a water-based electrical being. So first and foremost, you want electricity. That mostly comes from your thoughts, believe it or not. You say yes to life, and that flows through your nerves. If you say no, there's systems in the body. When you start resisting life, you get adrenaline, you get epinephrine, you get the fight or flight, and that's called stress in the modern world. So we're always being chased by a saber-toothed tiger because we keep saying no to what is. So at the spiritual levels, we want to say yes. Yes, these problems that are taking place are actually just challenge, which are actually just opportunities, which are actually just stepping stones to your great, expansive awesomeness, which is just waiting for you to arise, but you need the training. We're all warriors in training. We're getting whacked with the stick by the master. Finally, at the end of the day, we no longer flinch anymore, no matter how hard the master hits us with a stick. because we are peace. So that's that level. Keep that energy flow going by having positive thoughts. The next thing you want to do is make sure your blood is purified. That's going to be the grapes and the berries and the juices. Keep flushing the system so that you can wash away all the junk and debris, and you're getting the minerals from the fruits and vegetables, and that allows the cells to communicate. That allows the electricity to flow through all the cells in the body. So for this young lady, what am I going to say before this dag-nasty battery wears out, and it's always one damn thing after another? I'm just going to have to invest in some other kind of camera. Anthony, I love you. I'll give you the camera back. I got to get something else. Anyways, okay, so if I was that young lady, I would be slamming juice like it's nobody's business, okay? And I would just be slamming juice, slamming juice, slamming juice, cucumber, watermelon, apples, lemons, grapes, whatever, and I'd eat the whole fruits. I'd be juicing like crazy to flush, 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 and I would relinquish my addictions to all the processed food. I never go to the center, and cans, boxes, nothing. I go to the produce section and I leave. That's it. I mean, I'll go to the raw food section and get Sophia a little chocolate bar. I might get some olives every once in a while. Olives are a fruit. But I just go to the produce section and leave. And then maybe I'll get some nuts and seeds a couple times a week. Soak the nuts and seeds. But the heavier foods are backing people's lymphatic systems, and the kidneys are clogged up because they're tiny little things like that. And there's the only thing that can get through there is like living water. And so you've got all these hardened masses. The oils, the fried oils are going to cause you to have acne, okay? So get rid of the cooked fats. Fat is good, but only raw fat. Cooked fat, no thanks, not in this body. That's going to clog me up, pussy, backney, face acne. No thank you, not my style. Avocado oil coming out my skin? Oh yeah, bring it, baby. Olive oil coming out my skin. Coconut oil coming out my skin, saturating my brain. Raw fats, every day of the week, baby. They are emulsifiable by water. Fried fats, high heated carbohydrates, not emulsifiable by water. So then your enzyme load gets taxed, and your body just starts to shut down one system after the other, and you're backed up, clogged up, and you're just pooping out all your food, and you're not absorbing, you're not utilizing, you're not eliminating, and you're not running clean and efficient. So fruits, vegetables, clean it out, flush it out. I've said it a million times, I'll say it a million times more. If I had acne, I would slam cucumber juice, which I just did because I made the video. It didn't work out, sorry. But how do you put the cucumbers through the juicers, 32 ounces, knock it back. And you sweat. Here's a couple other things for the skin before this battery runs out. I don't know how long this thing lasts once it starts flashing. But hot and cold therapy. You're in the shower, you're hot. You hit the cold. You're getting an expansion, contraction. Keep the dead foods out of your body as much as you can. I'm just saying, like a lot of people really love their cooked foods and they get mad as hell that I'm saying. But for me, I worked my blood, sweat, and tears, learned, educated, and found what worked so that I could stay 100% raw because I was commanded by the Most High. You are supposed to be a 100% raw foodist. It took me 12 years to get there, and I'm not going back anytime soon. So I have to recommend, shoot for 100% raw. Go for it. Stay with it. You can afford it. If you want to. If you make a decision, the universe will back you up. Dear God, I declare that I am going to clean this acne from my skin and have beautiful, radiant skin. Guess what? The universe, if you mean it, it's got your back. You're going to get the money you need. The information's going to show up that you need. You make decisions, and then the universe supports you. You don't wait until the conditions are perfect and then make a decision. No, you make the decision that no matter what, I'm going to get healthy. No matter what, I'm going to lose the weight. No matter what, I'm going to clear this skin. No matter what, I'm going to get off these prescription drugs. And you'll find the people that the universe will support you in your decisions. You make a decision and you walk ahead no matter what. Clean up your skin. It can be done. I have a little thing right here, but so not, it's never always perfect, but if you look, it's like you're not going to see anything back there. There's no back knee, there's no front knee, there's no nothing. Every once in a while I'll get some ingrown hairs on my leg, but that's a totally different thing, So keep it clean, use a washcloth, clean off all the dead skin, but keep your kidneys flowing. Okay, and if you want to learn how to do that, I'm obligated to you to tell you about the sale that I'm having on my DVDs, plus a bunch of bonus material I won't even go into. $500 worth of DVDs, all the information you're going to need, all the juices, all the smoothies, all the salads, that are clean, 100% raw, all of it. For the detox phase, the maintenance phase, and the building phase. No one's doing it like DTM, and you want this stuff because this is straight up legit. I'm strong and clean and clear, tapped in, tuned on. It's a whole on DTM Life Regeneration program. You want to get it. There's a link down below this video where you can get the recipes that taste good. This lady wrote to me the other day, I've been trying, but all my recipes taste like shiznit. They taste like crap. But guess what? I have a few that are very herbal, like watercress and stuff like that are like, you're not going to go home and write home about it and say, this is so delicious. Those are more medicinal. But 95% of my recipes taste really, 97% of them taste really good. They're designed. You'll learn the science of juicing after 17 years of juicing every day. What works, what doesn't, and how to use these juices and fruits and vegetables and soaked and sprouted and cultured nuts and seeds to maximize your health potential, to activate yourself to a higher level mentally, emotionally, clearing out the fear by just, you knock it back, you're cleaning out the debris. Your emotions are affected directly by the mucus in your GI tract. Flush that out, get rid of the mucoid plaque. My friend Dave did 6 days on watermelon. Okay, I'm telling you, man, it just came right out of there. And it's like dark black stuff. He pulls it out of the toilet. It's like, whoa, man. People are like, there's no mucoid plaque. The doctors will tell you, there's no mucoid plaque. Okay, whatever. Doctor, when is the last time you did a week on watermelon? Okay, well, after you've done that, then you tell me, after you've pooped out your guts and you've got this hose-looking thing that looks like your intestine. You can't tell me. There's no such thing as mucoid plaque. It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard if you know how the body works. So the people are eating the wrong foods, the body's throwing up protective mechanisms, and you're getting clogged up. You want cellular respiration, high hydration, high mineralization. How do you do that? Fruits, vegetables. And then if you want strength and power, you bring in the avocados, the coconuts, the nuts, and the seeds. And you keep your skin nice and you keep your brain healthy. I like the fats because it keeps my brain healthy and stabilized. Your brain is hella fat. But you got to stay hydrated too on days like this. So sweat out the toxins, get into the sun, start out small, 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, work your way up, and then like all day I'm out in the sun for maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours staying on a bike ride. No shirt, sun beating down on me, no problem, no burn, no nothing, because I just eat fruits and vegetables. I don't have the acid waste buildup. The acid waste buildup, I'll reiterate, cheeseburgers, processed food, canned food, boxed food, processed grains, lame, raw living foods with the living water, structured electromagnetism, which just goes right into you, right into your brain, right into your eyes, right into your head, right into your heart, right into your blood, right into your cells, and activates you on every level, totally changes you, evolves you, moves you through this stuff, and you get used to the challenges. You look forward to it. You want to be changed and transmuted and transformed and evolved. And you want to become the master that you know that you are deep down inside. And it's going to continue to blossom like a flower. Get your skin cleaned up with fresh fruits and vegetables. All the recipes are down below. Click the link. Go check out my sale. $97. It's a no-brainer. If you review the information, which could take you up to 3 to 6 months, with all the videos and all the audios that are available in that package, for $97, it's like a no-brainer. You will be educated. You will save thousands of dollars because you will get it. You'll have it. You'll be like, okay, I can lose weight, and then I can go to a maintenance phase with these recipes, and then I can go into a building phase with these recipes, and you'll be able to get it. And then you can entertain your friends with the cheeseburger, the raw cheeseburger, or the raw lasagna. That's also on my favorite recipes, all the DVDs, all these other, my top 4 healing juices. It's a great deal. And I want to get people, because I get so many questions, I can't answer them all. And there's so many depressed people that are just trying to get sober, that are trying to get their families back together. I mean, everybody writes to me like, I am not just a food guy, apparently, to people, but hope. And let me tell you right now, before this battery goes off, I'll talk till the end of it. So when it cuts off, God bless you, and thank you for watching and giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to these videos and sharing this crazy guy with your friends, because this is for real. The fruits and vegetables are for real.